Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 7:17 America, New York. China's biggest mall manager plans Hong Kong listing. The unit of Chinese conglomerate Dalian Wanda was valued at $28 billion in a recent fundraising round.
Global economy. October 22. 7:12 America, New York. Eurozone business activity stutters as supply chain woes intensify. Costs for manufacturing and services companies rise at steepest ever rate, IHS Markit survey shows.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 7:03 America, New York. Instacart needs to ring up grocers in store. To compete against the likes of Amazon.com in grocery shopping, Instacart must smartly serve retailers, both in store and out.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 22. 7 o'clock America, New York. FDA review of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for kids expected. U.S. health regulators are expected to weigh in soon on the evidence for giving the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine to children 5 to 11 years old.
BBC News Business. October 22. 6:57 America, New York. Taxi hailing firm reveals 4,158 reports of sexual assault. Safety data from U.S. company Lyft says the incidents were reported between 2017 and 2019.
Naked Capitalism. October 22. 6:51 America, New York. UK goes full on Big Brother, employs facial recognition technology to expedite school lunch queues. The UK state's love affair with tech-enabled surveillance knows no bounds. Naked Capitalism. October 22. 6:42 America, New York. Supply chain shortages and inflation. How bad will the disruption become? How the Biden administration is, if anything, making the current supply chain mess worse.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 6:37 America, New York. Snap, Intel, Mattel, American Express. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Snap shares plunged after its earnings report. Mattel lifted its sales outlook.
Forex Live. October 22. 6:34 America, New York. Eurozone inflation expectations hit 2% for the first time since 2014. The key market gauge of long-term euro area inflation expectations hit 2% for the first time since 2014. This just continues to reaffirm that Team Transitory is slowly losing the battle, as the above sentiment will feed into rate expectations as well.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 6:30 America, New York. Intel gets the bad news out early. Early warning of gross margin hit allows chipmaker to focus on revival, but questions remain.
Forex Live. October 22. 5:42 America, New York. Evergrande main unit says cannot guarantee that financial obligations will continue to be met. A statement released by Evergrande main unit, Hengda Real Estate. The statement reads that it has not made substantial progress in disposing Evergrande assets and that the firm cannot guarantee it will be able to continue to meet financial obligations under its contracts.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 5:30 America, New York. Investors bet inflation pressures will linger. A key measure of investors' inflation expectations has climbed in recent weeks, adding fuel to concerns about lasting pressures on consumer prices.
Daily FX Market News. October 22. 5:30 America, New York. British pound outlook undecided after Bowes inflation warning and mixed UK data. The Bank of England's chief economist Hugh Pill has warned that inflation could hit 5% in the coming months, leaving the UK rates markets on edge.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 5:30 America, New York. Natural gas prices drop from recent peak. A balmy autumn is allowing stockpiles to grow ahead of a winter expected to have above-average temperatures, particularly in the south and east. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 5:30 America, New York. Santa Claus is coming, but he'll skip some stores. Americans have big shopping lists but face emptier shelves and less help this shopping season amid supply chain and hiring woes. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 22. 5:30 America, New York. What you can do about the rising cost of home insurance. With lumber prices and other costs soaring, and natural disasters wreaking havoc across the U.S., insurers are boosting home insurance premiums. But you may be able to spend money now to save money later.
New York Times Business. October 22. 5:12 America, New York. Instagram. A watch brand's best friend. Its effect on design may be a delicate subject, but no one disputes that popularity on the social media platform means sales.
Forex Live. October 22. 5:08 America New York. AUD, USD keeps a modest advance on the day, tries to get back above 0.7500. AUD, USD buyers not letting up just yet. The daily candle yesterday seemed a bit ominous for the pair as it fell back below 0.7500 and also below the September high of 0.7478.
New York Times Business. October 22. 5 o'clock America New York. Return to office makes a big difference for budding lawyers. The generational divide on returning to the office is not neatly drawn. For some young professionals, even in a pandemic, showing up is more than half the battle. Lawyers at Dickinson Wright in Chicago held an ice cream social after Labor Day to celebrate their formal return to the office, at least part-time. New York Times Business. October 22. 5 o'clock America New York. Flying with your pet? It just got a lot more difficult. A recent CDC rabies rule, pricey pet tickets, and limits on animals in airline cabins are making traveling with a pet more complicated. A passenger with her dog at Los Angeles International Airport. New York Times Business. October 22. 5 o'clock America New York. Russia strengthens its internet censorship powers. Quietly built over 2 years, the Kremlin's censorship infrastructure gives it sweeping power to block sites. Many fear a new age of digital isolation. Alexei A.
Forex Live. October 22. 4:30 America New York, UK. October flash services PMI 58.0 versus 54.5 expected. Latest data released by Market SIPS the 22nd of October 2021. The manufacturing reading remains flattered by the elevated supplier delivery times though, in which the index is still extremely subdued, but oppositely reflected in the overall PMI index, due to supply and capacity constraints in general.
Naked Capitalism. October 22. 4:28 America New York. Joe Biden is in no position to lecture the world on climate change. The U.S. president's administration has lots of rousing climate change rhetoric but has taken little action.
Daily FX Market News. October 22. 4:26 America New York. EUR, USD eyeing former YTD low. EUR, GBP maintains range. EU PMIs mixed. USD softness taking EUR, USD back to former YTD low. EUR, GBP rises on receding tightening bow bets.